Welcome back to my latest update, and in this video we're going to see how I've been getting on with the landscaping, adding trees, bushes, and various other little bits and pieces. And as you can see here, I've decided that this little area in front of the station is going to have a tree. I still haven't decided exactly how the shape of the ground is going to be. I've still got my little template sitting there. But I have been busy planting the trees and bushes and ground cover and other various little bits and pieces, as you can see here, and just adding some smaller details, some longer grass, a more dried out browny sort of colour I decided to go for, and just little patches here and there just to break up the monotony of the other green grass that I've used. And I think it fits in very nicely with the fences. I've also created again here some ground cover using very fine pieces of wood ground up almost into a dust, mixed with some earth and some smaller little bits of wood to represent dead ground cover. And I think it's quite effective in the look once it's all glued in and dried. Just trying to zoom in a little bit here so hopefully you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I wanted to have an effect of a patchy ground that didn't see much sunlight under the trees. And just have a passing diesel loco here. This is one from Pico. Very nice, smooth running characteristics and very finely detailed. And that tree does not belong there, so take that away. And just some more close-ups here. Included a fence along that line as well, just to again break up the landscape a little bit. I've planted some little bushes with different coloured flowers and weeds, etc. So far I'm quite happy with how that is looking. And here's the embankment that I mentioned in my previous video. It looks wild and overgrown, which is the way it should be. No one's going to be walking through there, so let's just let it grow wild. And just for a different bit of colour, some orange yellow plant growth. I'm not sure what this is meant to represent, the white and yellowy colour, but I think it breaks up the landscape quite nicely. So far that's the overall effect of what I've been up to. Very shortly we'll continue as I've done some more since I filmed this little piece. One thing I'm just showing there is I wanted to have a clear line of sight from the signal tower to the far signal, and that's why some of the trees and bushes are not right up to the railway line by the station there. Okay, this is a little while later. I've continued with the planting of the trees and bushes. Again, some ground cover. I've decided also to make a little fenced area next to the church for a little graveyard. I have these headstones that I need to use. And in this corner, some trees, some more trees and bushes and various bits and pieces of ground cover, which I think looks quite effective in the corner there, and in this corner as well. Same method as before, just some earth and very fine bits of wood that I ground up and glued it in amongst the grass, and then added some tufts of grass just to, as I said, represent dead ground where nothing's really growing. I also added some bushes to the ground behind those trees by the station, and I've also added figures. These are from Fala. They came ready painted, but I've touched them up a little bit. Some of the colours I didn't feel were quite right, so I've been working on those just to make them stand out a little bit better. I'm quite pleased with how that looks. Also added some benches, etc. on the platform, and created a little fence as well around some of the treed areas. And I will be continuing with some of this ground cover in the next few weeks. I'm just taking my time here, just thinking about what I want and where I want to plant it. I'm in no particular rush to get this done. And here we are again, about a week later. I've painted the fence an off-white colour, put the gravestones in place, and added some gravel, extended the pathway there, and planted some trees around the church. So that finishes that off. Just added some more wagons to the little freight shed there, just so you get a feel for the type of countryside scene that I'm trying to build up here. And here's some more benches and a little sign I put on the platform. It's just adding in these little details, I think, makes all the difference. I have this found this little white metal kit of a monument, which I'm also going to put in front of the station, but I need to paint that and detail that first. So it's just little tufts of foliage I've been adding here and there. I will need to add some more. There's more fencing to go along the road here. The road markings all need to be done. And I'm not sure about some street lamps, whether or not I'll include them or not. I probably will, although I don't really run my layout when it's dark, so whether they'll be functional or not, I'm not sure. And there's some more figures that I've placed on the landscape there. As I promised in my previous video, I will now show some running shots of the layout. There are various locos that I'll be running, and some of them, as you can see here, are a little bit jerky. That is due to the dirty track, which I have not cleaned in a long time, so I will have to take that action and do that to improve the performance. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy the running session that's coming up. And until next time, see you then. Bye.